Hi, and welcome to the business of your dreams. Let's take it back to the very beginning, how I started my business. My name is Blessing Ngozi Onkwe. I'm the founder and CEO of Glam in Inches, a luxury hair company. I founded this company almost 7 years ago in Accra, Ghana. At the moment, I'm living in Copenhagen, Denmark, but I'm still running my business in Accra, and I'm also expanding my business to Denmark as well. So let me tell you how I started. It was 2018. I was taking part in a pageant in church, Miss Ahimfie. I was in level 400, University of Ghana at that time. I was studying pharmacy. And I was just looking for something to do, something to make money on the side. I've always been entrepreneurial. I've always loved money so much. I remember as far back as class 2, I would buy the whole pack of jelly toffee and I'll sell it individually to my classmates. Even in JHS 2, that's grade 14, I remember my dad used to bring in used clothing. I would take some of it and then I'll sell it to my classmates and also the teachers. So I've always loved business, right? Even before starting Glam in Inches in school, I had tried selling clothes, I had tried selling jeans in University of Ghana and it didn't work out. So during the pageant, I was just brainstorming with my boyfriend, now my husband, what I could do on the side to make some money. So I was thinking of going into bead making, and I also thought about becoming a fashion designer, but I ended up deciding on making wigs because I loved hair. Hair was the first thing I would notice about somebody when I met the person. So I started making wigs. At that time, I was a bit hesitant, but because somebody close to me was also making wigs, but that didn't stop me. I decided to go ahead and do it. And that was when Wig Code Ghana, the Wig Code GH was born. So I did that till National Service. For those of you who don't know National Service, it's a compulsory work you're supposed to do after school. And as a pharmacist, that was together with my internship before I could write my pharmacy license exam and get my pharmacy license. So I was doing this during National Service. I would go to work, close, make wigs. So I'll sleep very late. So I was almost always late to work. And that's how I started. So during National Service, the wig code was doing very well. I was making a lot of wigs for people who would send their hair from all over, and I was doing quite well. So fast forward to National Service, which I've already mentioned. A friend of mine suggested that I buy hair from Nigeria and sell. I was really cautious. I was really confused. I was wondering if I could actually do it, but I decided to give it a try. So I used the little amount I had. At that time, my salary for National Service was 559 Ghana cedis. That's about $30 today. And I used that amount, I saved up and I bought a set of hair. So it was 3 bundles and a frontal. That's what I used to start my business. And I sold it to a friend who was getting married. I actually sold it to her at a loss. It's crazy. So at that time, I would buy hair from Nigeria. It would take about 2 weeks to arrive. And then I would sell it less than the amount I bought it for. So I remember a friend of mine, Andre, he gave me 1,000 Ghana cedis, and that was how I was able to also buy more hair and sell, right? So fast forward, I was doing this, and when I was making wigs, I knew a few people who would send me bundles to make wigs for them. They sold hair. And then there was this particular lady who also didn't know how to sell her hair. She had a lot of hair, a lot of money. She didn't know how to sell it. So I was also doing drop shipping. I would take hair from her and I'll bring it to my place and I'll market it and sell. So that's how I was able to set up this tiny setup in the guest room of my father's house, and I was selling hair from there. And people liked what I was doing because I was marketing my hair in a very different way from how people used to market it in Accra. So I would take a lot of videos of myself shaking my head in the hair and I would post it. So with time, my page started getting some traffic, right? And I was able to move to a little shop in front of my house. So I was there for about 3 years. And mind you, this location was a very bad location. So my house was very close to a mechanic shop, right next to a mechanic shop. And the environment was really bad. But it didn't stop me. I was still pushing. I was able to get a number of customers coming in from all over Accra. Even Christmas time, I remember the year of return, some customers came in from the UK and they came to my terrible location. And I even hosted 3 of my sip and shop events at that same location. So finally, I was able to save up, and with the help of friends and family, I was able to move to my current location at Dr. Buzia Street. So that's how I started my business. Stay tuned for the next video where I share lessons I have learned from my business journey. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss a video. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and see you next time. Bye.